Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So, nightmare raids are here today and well, I'm kind of done with them. Now, part of it is because I did have some extra rebuys from the previous month's compensation, but what you have to know is I didn't actually get to play raids last month, so this is going to be my first experience with nightmare raids, and it actually went straightforward. This was not too bad. So I used Juggernaut. I was the tactician. Our team effectively used the champions that I recommended in the video. We have Purgatory, we have Iron Man, and I selected Juggernaut with the unparalleled buffs hack. With that, I didn't really have many or any issues hitting all of the damage caps. So we're gonna have to fast forward here for bits, but this first video is quite long. I was massaging that Wolverine very well. So 1 second, this is like a 20-minute video, so I'm not going to show you all the fights, but Juggy is the destroyer of souls here. So, well, first up here, I think this was when I started recording, or was this actually my first fight? Well, either way, the only troublesome thing here is to wait out that unstoppable, but due to the fact that I am unstoppable myself, yeah, it's kind of easy to fight Wolverine up next, and once you start gaining your charges, you start inflicting passive heal block. So Juggernaut actually turned out to be a fantastic option for all three of the matches, because here I can be super aggressive, he always throws his specials, I can build up my charges relatively fast, and once that is done, you know, the damage goes absolutely crazy. So here we can see that I only have like 5 of the red charges, 6 now, and I will still hit the damage cap in my very first fight. And that is effectively the story everywhere. Now, granted, I think one of my teammates had given me a few charges, but, you know, I'm at 6 charges there. That's definitely far from the maximum. But yeah, Juggy was just brutal. He was going after everybody and anybody, and I was making some mistakes. And due to the fact that Juggernaut is just an unstoppable god, I was having still a very, very good time. Here we go. I am doing a proper amount of damage now. You can see the big bursts, 170, 190k crits on my mediums, and you know, all the red extra damage numbers, and obviously the level 2. If it crits for a lot. Later on, we're going to see significantly bigger numbers too. But even if it doesn't crit, like, that's the cool thing with Jugs. You're just dealing so much damage, spam your level 2s, and you know, that Fury and everything else adds up together with all the hacks. So here we go. That Wolvie is going down, and this could arguably maybe consider one of the harder fights. Now, I do make a mistake here, and I lose all my unstoppable buffs. That sucked. But my damage still okay. My damage still okay, and I have built myself up to 11 rage charges here. I did accidentally realize that I have my recall masteries on, but despite that, Juggy just handles them fine, because, you know, he is slowly healing from Liquid Courage Double Edge, and there's not too much to object to. So I'm going to showcase you some fights from all 3 of the champions, but effectively I hit the damage cap in all of the fights except one, where I may or may not have screwed up a bit too much. I was very near the damage cap, but I didn't read the Gorg's node properly, where he did have his penance, or whatever it's called. When I activated my special attack, I took a burst damage back. So here I do make another mess, and I thought I'm going to be dead and done. And I do have to be fairly careful with my health bar from now on. As I said, Juggy is actually healing from the recall masteries. You can see here, I have 246k healing and 185 damage that I take. So recoils do work out as a net positive for most. Sorry, well, a Liquid Courage works out as net positive. Obviously, recoil is something that I still have to offset. And yeah, so these were kind of like the harder fights initially. I think the fastest I hit the damage cap in one of the fights was like 1 minute 30, but it would be even faster because I ended up eating level 3. So yeah, Juggy hit all the damage caps there in just effectively over a minute for me. And yeah, it was genuinely quite good time. And that's what I did for the past few hours. Well, not maybe a few hours, but definitely an hour. Because again, I did have the extra revives. So I did end up using all 7 revives from the compensation, all 7 revives that I could purchase, the one that I had saved up. So I used all of them thus far, and yeah, life's quite good. So here we can see we are almost 2 minutes in that fight. I do make a small whoopsie there, but I think we are closing in on the damage cap very quickly, in very short order. Level 2, not quite yet. Bait out level 2 from him. Get that passive heal block back, because that's where the good life is at. I'm going to go for a medium intercept here, and now we hit the damage cap in just over 2 minutes. So obviously we can go back in. I did end up finishing the Wolverine Weapon X, I believe, and I did most of just about all the champions really. So I guess we can jump on to the next section, and this is against Jabari Panther. 1 second. Even at the end of this video, I did want to show you guys my loot, and that was 4 tier 3 alphas. That was my loot. So now I'm gonna go and do my first fight against Jabari Panther. Now again, the key to using Gorg against Jabari Panther is fairly straightforward. You just want to bait out level 2s, because level 1 places that ensnare on you, that is a non-damaging debuff, and yeah, you can lose your unstoppables. So in the first fight, I had kind of forgotten about it, but you know, we quickly adjust and everything's good. Also, her cleanse is not active in this fight, so that's good. We are dodging and we are knocking her down. And here I realized that, yep, I should not have baited out that level 1. And I do need to knock her down in a second as well, but I do need to get her buffs. And my parry didn't seem to be working here with that ensnare on. So, little small mess ups here in the very first fight, but we're good. So I just want to push her to 2 bars of power from now on. So I activate my level 2, I get my Gem of Citrak back, start gaining unstoppables, life's good. So this was a bit messier fight. But overall, still perfectly respectable. In these fights, I will occasionally drop my level 1s as well, because why not? I still get enough damage anyways. And as you can see here, I have no charges, but that will get fixed quite soon. So just want to bait out those specials, obviously the best we can, and fulfill the prompts as fast as I can in the first fights, definitely, just so I can get more charges quicker. But I think this fight, I'm not going to hit the damage cap. So I think there's 2 fights where I didn't hit the damage cap, but that's fine. Everything else, and here she, again, this reaction speed is unreal. I lost the Battlegrounds match because of it. I baited out Spider Ham's level 2. There was no, sorry, I baited out Spider Ham's heavy attack. There was no delay in me punishing it, and I still ended up eating level 2 to the face somehow. So I bait out Spider-Man's heavy, dash backwards, dash forwards as quickly as I can, and he still somehow had enough time to hit level 2 in my face. This is effectively just about the same thing that happened. Yeah, recovery speed is insane. And in this fight, oh right, in this fight I actually end up with very low health bar. So do need to be careful there, because you know, I have made a few mistakes. I didn't start with full health bar either, but we're gonna be fine. So here is at 96% health, but again, we did start without a ramp up completely, and I do effectively die because I mess up. I think it is going to be because when she activated her special attack, I will get rooted. So I'm at 2%. I really shouldn't have taken that hit in the block. That hurt a lot. And I did also get an idea that I could try and get that level 1 bait out. I kind of did that on purpose, or at the very least it didn't bother me much because I immediately get some nice willpower healing out of it. So unfortunately, or well, either way, I needed to activate that level 2. in order to push her to level 2. And here we're gonna go. And I am dancing on the edge here, but still being the first person to do this fight. Still end up doing 7% damage. So this was like the weakest one of my fights. So now moving forward, I did get entered, and here already in the second fight, we're gonna be good. Not gonna have any issues. I am wiser, more experienced. Again, this was my first time doing all of these fights as well, against these specific champions. And I haven't taken in jugs in raids in absolutely forever as well. I think I only did it once before. But here we go. We are gaining our charges. And now we are starting to do some more solid damage. Still not obviously our full damage potential, but doing okay. Critting there for easy, 100k on the yellow numbers plus 177k now in the medium. But I did, again, she recovered that fast from that heavy attack that I lost my unstoppables because she managed to put her block up, and effectively I had to use Juggernaut unblockable to break that. Again, so here we go. Now I have gained back my unstoppables. I do make a small mistake, and I do make a bigger one. I do make a bigger one as well. So not the cleanest of the fights here. I swear I did have many more of them that were perfectly clean. But at this point, I was already feeling kind of overconfident because I saw the damage that I'm doing. Juggernaut was absolutely crushing it. I'm going to show you guys my final scores as well, but I think this is going to be the last fight against Jabari. But again, this is without the full ramp up. Okay, we can go for one with full ramp up later on as well, because yeah, that's going to be more fun. Because at some point my teammates were kind of chipping in would be the word, but in reality I would want to say making me wait to do my fights, because I was genuinely kind of excited to do these raids and looking forward to that very much. So now down to 84%. That was a weird jitter there for Jabari, but okay. 83%. Soon I can feel it. Soon she's gonna get it in the neck. Alright, so 83% still. 12 charges. I do need to knock her down soon. I go for my level 2 straight away. And yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. So this was like 2.5 minutes. And we're gonna go to the next fight that I filmed. So here we go. Now at this point, we're gonna be unleashing the full Juggernaut. So I do want to earn as many buffs as I can, get my charges up as quickly as I can. And this is definitely not going to take too long. Again, knock her down once more. I do have all my charges set up now as well. I do have a fair amount of buffs. I do want to punish that level 2. So it's a 400k plus heavy attack. That's nice. And let's go for my level 2. That crits for like 800k on one of the hits, plus the red numbers. That was a 400k medium, was it? Jesus Christ. Alright, Juggy at this point is just being brutal. Absolutely brutality from Juggernaut there. You're gonna knock her down in a second as well. There you go, 890k crit from Daddy Jags on the final hit of level 2. And this node is actually that power reserve thing is actually kind of working in our favor as well. That is because it's easier to push her at level 2s and only by that. So it can be even more aggressive. So again, 240k crit on medium, nice. Only 400k crit there. But yeah, so this is all she wrote. And I want you guys to pay attention. That was like a minute and a half in that. The Jug's an absolute monster. Right. So at that point, I already took a screenshot there. Am I fighting Jabari still? Yep, that's still Jabari. That's still Jabari. This is already Gorg. So at this point, we're going to see what I got from my second chest. We're going to finish off the Jabari. And my second chest is half a tier for alpha. So that's nice. Love that. The more tier for alpha, the better. And next up I'm gonna do a fight against Gorg. I'm gonna showcase it from here, even though I did start, obviously, dealing with Gorg earlier than this. But at this point, I already do have like a full ramp up as well. I had actually kind of forgotten that his Purify ability isn't working anymore properly. So I did an entire set of fights with Juggernaut, pretending that he can in fact purify everything I do. But still. And here as well, Juggernaut had absolutely no issues hitting the damage cap. I realized the better ways to play around. Okay, though I do make a mistake. I should have probably just went in and punished that. But that's fine. We'll get our charges eventually. Here I was playing a bit more cautious than perhaps I should have, because the taunt damage is still real from that Jax, like from that Gorg, like 15k. What was it previously? And I was trying to bait out a heavy attack, and he just didn't want to let me. And yeah, things are not lining up perfectly for me, but that's fine. At this point, then I decide to go for my level 3 instead, because he does have his penance active. If I use heavy attack or special 1 or 2, I would be taking quite significant amount of damage. So instead of that, not doing my level 2, and I will just use my level 3 to get rid of all of his rock stacks immediately. And yeah, that was like the better way to bypass that damage back there. And past that, you know, it's a basic Juggernaut Gorg fight. You use your Unstoppables to get easy openings, even though you don't have to do that. Ideally, I do want to be pushing him to level 2s because, you know, quicker, less of a hassle, and damage is still there. Juggy is still putting in work, and he is absolutely destroying this piece of content. I'm going to punish that. I want to take the thorns. And again, I'm doing this with recall masteries as well. If I wanted to be more conservative with my health loss, I definitely could have switched them off. But Juggernaut was doing so well, I genuinely did not feel like I have to switch off my recall masteries. And at this point, we are 2 minutes in the fight. I'm not going as fast as I normally would with Jugs, but it's also probably partially down to the Gorg's crit resist, so we are critting less against Juggernaut than we normally would. But doing just fine. We're going straight up for level 3. Obviously, the fact that I can't always time my level 2s perfectly is slowing me down a bit too. But yeah, still that Gorg is getting absolutely hammered there, and the numbers are just so pretty. That's like one of the best things about raids. You get such a nice numbers. And here I'm going to take some damage back on one of the hits, but that's fine. That was a small mistake from my side, but you know, we're doing fine. Health department anyways. There we go. That is Hellbar hit. Then for the rest of the revives, this is the score that ended up before I'm going to be ended up taking the APOC boss fights, if I will them at all. But yeah, we put up nice solid 59 million in the first evening. The last chest was 10k diamond shards. So that has been my Nightmare Raids experience, and Juggernaut is an absolute monster of a beefcake. Hope this video was useful to you, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about